Welcome in this seminar about UPSC Civil Services Examination. First, I should like to give certain questions that we are going to discuss here. So, first topic, that is, what is UPSC? We are going to get answers of all these questions. So, what is UPSC? What is civil services? Then, why civil services? Who is eligible for that? What is educational criteria for UPSC Civil Services Examination? What is age limit? What is selection procedure? What is the nature of exam? How to study? What is exam strategy you should carry out? Key factors of the success. Again, question is there, why UPSC? Then, how we are going to help in this preparation? So, all these questions are there. You can just check out these all questions, and we are getting answers here in this seminar of these all. So, first question that I am going to discuss here, what is UPSC? It is simply Union Public Service Commission. This commission is conducting out various examinations, like civil services examination is one of the part of UPSC, because many students are saying this way that I am preparing for UPSC. So keep in mind, this is Union Public Service Commission. Something like we can say board is there and they are conducting out various examinations. Say for example, civil services, defense services, CDS, that is combined defense services examination. Again, NDA, that NDA first part is that is National Defense Academy. So first part of NDA, that is written examination, that is conducted by UPSC only. So like that, these examinations in defense services, in technical services like engineering services, health, that is medical services. So like that, various examinations are conducted by this UPSC. Now we are focusing on civil services examination. So our second question is there, what is civil services? Civil services includes various categories. The most prominent exam, or many people are interested in this exam, that is considered as IAS, that is Indian Administrative Services. Now this way, IAS exam, many people are having this type of approach that we want to prepare for IAS and not for UPSC. This is not the question. Now IAS, then IPS, IFS, like that, various examinations are, various fields are there. They are considered as civil services part only. So whether you are preparing for IFS, you are preparing for IAS, IPS, all that, they are having only one heading, that's civil services examination. And all these examinations are conducted by civil services. So suppose you are having dream to become IPS officer, then also you have to appear for civil services examination. You have dream to become IAS officer, then also you have to appear for the same examination, that is called as civil services examinations. So here we are focusing on this civil services examination. Now, why civil services? Say, as I have discussed, that various parts are there. We can go for civil services, we can go for engineering services, defense services. Again, if you want to join government, then why I am focusing on civil services here? Now this is everybody's choice, but exact role of these civil servants you should understand. So when we are talking of these civil services, then that is the main governing body or administrative body rather of India, particularly in present day, whatever the system is there, that is created by British rule. When Britishers got power in India, or they gain power, rather I should use word gain power in India, they introduced this civil services pattern of selection in India. In those days, this was called as ICS examination. Initially, that was not open to Indians, but in latter phase, they allowed even Indians to enter in this examination. But this is very, very critical in those days for Indians, because Indian students were starting out their education at age of 8, whereas in Europe it was in much earlier age. Again, age restriction was there, that was too less, and this examination was conducted only in England. So in order to appear for this exam, student must visit England physically, then only student can appear for this exam. Later on, by continuous demand of Congress, that is Indian National Congress in those days, in 1922, this examination was conducted in India. That is at Allahabad. The first exam was conducted, and this way Indian role in administration increased out. Today, this system is there which govern literally a nation. Ministers, then whatever the council, all these people, they are strategy maker. But in order to implement that strategy, the administrative system is required, that is all by civil servants. And that's why you can easily get idea that the person is uneducated or very less educated, but because of popularity he got power in hand and ultimately become minister in some XYZ government. Immediately he functions properly without experience. Why? Because the experienced body is behind him. This is administrative system. This is really a good job that we have to get. Administrative job, administrative level, you have power in hand. Power can be used for both the purpose, constructive as well as destructive. If you are having constructive mind, then it is very good thing that you are having power to make change in India. That power is there in hands of these civil servants. Second, you have stability in life. Yes. Money. Yes. Most important thing, that pensions and all other government facilities are there. But from my side, I should concern that you have power, you have ability, you have really a considerable thing in mind that you can change the situation of India. That entire thing are there in these people, particularly civil services. I must give you here some example. The prominent people, like you are aware about T.N. Session, Commissioner of Election Commission. He changed out election policy in India. But keep in mind, he is not a strategy maker. That all rules, guidelines were set up by government only, but he implemented that. So like that, various people, they are considered as very, very influenceable in this field. So like that, a great person I should remember, that is T.N. Session, who changed out election strategy to great level. Whatever, even you are aware that I-card, voter ID card, that was issued under influence of T.N. Session only. And that's why we have to join civil services for betterment of this country, number one, and then betterment for yourself. What you will get? A government bungalow, government car and what not. But for that purpose, you are not becoming civil servant. You want to serve nation. We have a social approach, and for that purpose, you have to become civil servant. Now obviously question is that who is eligible for that? Eligibility criteria are considerably constant, but again you have to refer a website. I am giving you here website. You can keep in your mind, you should not write it down. It's very easy to remember. It's www.upsc.gov.in. So you want to prepare for UPSC examination, so keep in mind UPSC. Then it is government examination, so keep in mind .gov. Which government? Indian government, so .in. So this way we can keep in mind it's upsc.gov.in. Now on this website you will get entire information and certain notifications where eligibility criteria are mentioned. You can get information over here. General information I am giving. You must be graduate from any recognized UGC recognized university. All right. So first verify that university from which you are graduate, that university is UGC recognized or not. Again, diploma holders are not considered as graduate. So you must have degree. Even if you are at last year of graduation, then also you can appear for examination. In earlier days, this examination was conducted in month of May. But various graduation examination, particularly engineering examinations, are extended in month of May also. So from last 2 years, they are conducting out examination, and this is now 3rd year. They are conducting out examination in month of August, where you will get date of this examination, when it is there. Say 3 types are there. You can visit out first upsc.gov.in, where time to time they are publishing out calendar of upcoming year. Usually at August you are getting end of July or August you are getting timetable for next year, the exam schedule. There is mention date of notification, then application last date, and then date of examination, and entire schedule is given over there. So here the examination is there in month of August. So if you are there at last year of graduation, then also you can have safe time that after finishing out your graduation examination, still 2 to 3 months are there where you can prepare and appear for examination. That is there in month of August now. Again, age limit. Now what is age limit? Minimum age limit is 21 years. So we can start out here that 21 years completed is minimum age limit, but which date? So keep in mind 1st August of year of your examination. Suppose you are preparing for 2018 examination, then on 1st August 2018 your minimum age should be 21 years completed, and that's why you have to take care of minimum age first. Then maximum age limits. Initially they were 30 for open category, 33 for OBC, and 35 for SC and ST. But from past 2 years they extended out by 2 years. That means open candidate can appear till age of 32, OBC 35, and SC ST 37. But keep in mind, if you are applying from OBC quota, then you must have non-creamy layer certificate. Otherwise you should apply as open candidate only. Again, for that purpose, details you have to visit on this website. You will get these details, that is on www.upsc.gov.in. I am graduate from this field or that field. Nothing to worry. If you are graduate from hotel management, are you eligible? Answer is yes, provided your graduation course that university must be UGC recognized university. That's all. Now, we are focusing on selection procedure. Say, why civil services I have explained. Many students are having approach that forget about nation, forget about upliftment of people. I want to uplift myself only and therefore I want to appear for this exam. Yes, many students are having this type of approach. But for that purpose there is tremendous competition, particularly in these days as India's population is increasing out and job opportunities are not there as per the expectation. Many students are having dream of becoming government servant, particularly civil servant. Few ambitious students are there. They want to change out the situation of nation and therefore, or they want to serve the nation, therefore they want to enter here. So, criteria is really important. Now here, the selection procedure is like that. Per year, approximately 1000 vacancies are there on an average. So, all over nation you can consider only 1000 vacancies are there. Maybe possible this number is less than 1000, maybe possible sometime greater than 1000. These vacancies are declared at time of that notification. When you have to fill the form, at that time we are realizing what is the actual vacancy number at that time. So check out, but I am going you generally that 1000 vacancies are there. So all 1000 are not IAS. Civil services vacancies 1000. May be possible out of that 100 IAS, 100 IPS, 60 IFS and other some 30-35 categories are there. They are also there. So like that total number of vacancies is around 1000. Then they want that 3 times more candidates should be there for interview. So if 1000 is number of vacancy, then they are calling 3000 students for interview. How to call for interview? For that purpose, there is exam, that is mains examination, written. From that, suppose 10,000, 1000 is number of vacancy, 3000 students are called for interview. Then for mains, there is number approximate goes from 10,000 to 14,000. So these many students are selected for main examination. Keep in mind this is all over India. And for mains they are selecting from prelim examination, and from prelim examinations they are selecting out this 10 to 14,000 students. For prelim examination applicant number is very high in terms of lakhs, that change out every year, that is not in our hand. But around 10 lakh plus students are applying for this examination. So I am going in reverse way now. Let us check out first. Total number of applicant is around 10 lakh plus. From that 10 lakh plus candidate, you have to face for prelim examination. First, prelim examination is only objective style nature. From that prelim, they are going to select approximate 10,000 to 14,000 students. They are considering a mark list, that is called as cutoff. They are setting cutoff in this way that in range of 10 to 14,000 students are selected for mains. Mains examination is written. So you have to write down answers in given space. That's type. And from that they are selecting out 3000 students. These 3000 students are called for interview, and on basis of mains plus interview marks total, we are getting selection. So this is total selection procedure. Now we are focusing on nature of examination. Just we discuss a brief, but I want to give you here detail nature of examination. Nature of examination, I should start out from prelim examination. So first exam we are going to prepare here, that is for prelim examination. Prelim examination is divided into two parts, that is paper 1 and paper 2. Now keep in mind till 2010 pattern was different. It was something like that. 150 questions were there in paper 1, 1 mark for each question, and 2 hours were allotted for that. Paper 2 was important, where 300 marks were there, and that was optional paper. So you can select your own topic, own subject for that purpose. Examination was objective only. But these two papers, that is paper 1 of 150 mark and paper 2 of 300 marks. In 2011 onwards, they changed the strategy. This was carried out to make candidate, those who are selected, they should be more compatible. They should have administrative and management lookout. And for that purpose, they introduced paper 2, that is common for all. So before 2010, paper 2 was not common. Suppose I want to select paper 2 as chemistry, then I should select chemistry as my optional paper here. Whereas somebody want to take history, so he can take history. So like that, optionals were there, and from different field optionals they were going to select out. But now it is very common thing that those who are appearing for prelim, they have same to same syllabus, same paper for everybody. Paper 1, that is called as general study paper, and paper 2, that is actually aptitude test. I am focusing on now paper 1 first. Paper 1 is of 200 questions, 200 marks and 100 questions, and you have to solve them in just 120 minutes. That means 2 hours. So you have to solve total 100 questions in 120 minutes, whereas marks are 200. Each question will carry 2 marks. Now, what subjects are there? They are general study. So I am not having any specific thing that I should study out. Every subject at general level. But this general word is really difficult for me. I am not able to guess out what exactly I have to study. That is the biggest problem here. Now here, let us check out. The subject list is consisting of physics, chemistry, biology. So these 3 subjects, that is directly from science side. Then it is environmental science, which is having no doubt background of science. But apart from that, certain knowledge of geography is also essential. So this is 4th subject, that is geography, environmental science. So I am listing out again physics, chemistry, biology and environmental science from science background. From arts background, it's economics. It is political science, that is called as Indian polity here. Then history. Now history is divided into 2 parts rather, that is from prehistoric period to historic period, somewhere when Britishers started out rule over India. That part is called as history. Whereas second part, that is particularly after 1885, that is called as national freedom struggle. Particularly from 1857 onwards, that national freedom struggle part is also there. Both papers belong to actually history only. So this is historical part. Then geography. Certain parts of sociology, they are included in geography. Particularly when we are studying out population part, they are included over there. Space science is also there, but here we should consider space science as part of geography only. But that is also introduced here a subject. And commerce, suppose you are saying that only economics part is there from commerce side. But what is the most important of all these? That is current affairs. That is also there. So these all subjects you have to study for paper 1. Approximate 12 standard level. Now paper 1 is important from 2015 examination, because from 2011 to 2014 paper 1 plus paper 2 total were considered as standard. But from 2015 onwards, board says that you have to only focus on paper 1 as scoring. So cutoff list will be given by paper 1 only. So out of 200, whatever marks you are going to score, that is prominent one. Paper 2 is just to prove your eligibility, that is qualifying level paper. You should score only 33% qualifying mark in paper 2. Actually, paper 2 is more challenging. One can score even 180 plus marks in paper 2. But now they said that it is only at qualifying level. You can either score 66 mark, there also you are in, and if you score 200 out of 200 there also, then also you are in. So this way paper 2 is lost out its importance from 2015 onwards, and that's why we have to change out our strategy. Because earlier way my strategy was there, concentrate on paper 2 rather than paper 1, because paper 2 is practice. Let us check out what are the topics are there. Nearly 50% paper 2 is focused on paragraphs, that is we are calling as comprehension skill. So English or Hindi passages are there, and you have to give answer only on basis of that passages. No doubt multiple choice question, that is the type of questions they are going to ask. Then data interpretation, logical reasoning, analytical reasoning, communication skill, decision making and problem solving. All these questions were there in paper 2. Simple arithmetics obviously. And lastly, that is it was there prior to 2014, English comprehension skill, where Hindi translation is not given, only English passage is given. But now this is only for qualifying level. So now my strategy is something different. We'll discuss in after that. But this is the nature of paper 2. Paper 2 you have to solve total 80 questions in 2 hours. Each question will carry 2.5 marks. In case of paper 1, each question will carry 2 marks. Here 2.5 marks. Now as multiple choice questions are there, students can go by just guessing also. Many students are having this type of habit that I feel B is the answer, I should go by B. Maybe possible that is right, so he is going to get mark. Maybe possible that is wrong. Okay, unattempting will lose the mark, same will be here. But no, here they are maintaining penalty for wrong answers. For your 3 wrong answers, they are going to cut mark of 1 answer. So in case of paper 1, each question carry 2 marks. So if you are having 3 wrong answers, then they are going to cut mark of 1 question, that is 2 marks will be deducted from your score. So already you are going to get 0 mark for 3 wrong answer. Plus, what is the thing, that suppose you are scoring out 60 marks, then they will deduct 2 marks from your score, that is 58. So like that, for every 3 wrong answers, they are going to deduct your marks of 1 question. In case of paper 2, they will deduct 2.5 marks because each question carry 2.5 marks. So this is penalty for wrong answers. Now this is first part of exam, that is prelim exam. This is simply filter. They are going to filter out something, and only eligible candidates were selected from this filter. Keep in mind, in previous discussion I used the word, that is number of applicants are more than 10 lakhs. But practically speaking, students appearing for examinations are usually 50%. Say if you are only applying, then it is not considered as your attempt. If you are entering in exam hall and signing out attendance, then this is considered as an attempt. Attempts are really important, because it is not necessary that everybody will clear out only in first attempt. There are examples that on multiple attempts students are selected out. So what is that number of attempts available? In old way, students of open category were having 4 attempts, OBC 7 attempts, and SC/ST unlimited attempts till their age. Whereas modern syllabus, modern way says that open category number of attempt increased by 2. So they have now 6 attempts. OBC 2 attempts are increased. So instead of 7 they have now 9 attempts. And SC/ST, as usual we discussed that they are having unlimited attempt, but their age relaxation is there. So earlier where they were having 35 age, now they are having 37 age for this. So this way 2 attempts are increased in their quota also. So this attempt is counted only when you are going and signing out attendance. If you are appearing for paper 1 but not appearing for paper 2, then also it is considered as attempt. You have to appear this paper on the same day. Morning session paper 1, then there is gap, and then paper 2. So this way you have to attempt this examination in a single day. Now next question, next part, that is mains examination. Around 10 to 14,000 students are selected for mains. For mains 2 languages are mandatory. Obviously we have to write down answers here, no objective questions are there. First language obviously English. When we got freedom, answer is 15th August and 1947. The second question, are we really free from Britishers? What is the meaning of freedom? The language in which I am communicating with you, no doubt that is called as Indian English, but still it is English. What appearance I have, that is something like British appearance only. That is, I am wearing out coat, tie, shirt, all these things. So really we got freedom? Doubt. Yet we are following slavery. Until how many years we are going to follow this slavery, I don't know. And for that purpose, our first language that is mandatory for everybody, that is English. All official, because the reason is that English is considered as official language in English in India. So you should have knowledge of English. So first paper is there for English. Second paper, that is, now we got Indian concept, that is any Indian language that is given in list that you can select. So you have to appear for these 2 papers first. Now these 2 languages are considered as qualifying. That means their marks are not included in your score. They are just at qualifying level. Again, in present day, qualifying level is just score of 25% marks. Initially it was 40%, but now it is reduced to 25%. So you have to be careful. You have to study these languages, particularly grammar level, comprehension skills and all that. But 25% is qualifying level marks for this paper. Meaning is that your other papers are going to check only if you are qualifying. Then only the other papers they are going to check. Otherwise there is no question of checking of other papers. And so there is important for these 2 languages. While selecting out second language, keep in mind many students are asking that first language I should select English, and second language, because it is in Indian regional language, you can select out English or not. Say in case of Nagaland, the state language of Nagaland is English. So it is listed in Indian regional language also. My recommendation is that why you are selecting out same language again and again? You have to show that you are having potential to learn other language also. Usually I should recommend that take second language as your mother tongue. That will get comparatively less time to prepare for that language. Then obviously if you are from Hindi belt, then you have to take Hindi as your second language. The reason is that Hindi is also official language in India, and so you can check out both the way that you are selecting out not same language again. Now that is not that important, but we will skip further. Another paper is there, that is essay writing. Now this paper onwards your marks are counted. So 250 marks essay writing. Usually they are giving 4 different topics, and out of that only one topic you have to select and write down essay. Essay is mirror of your personality, your clarity of thought, advanced level of thinking. Do you have innovative ideas? What level of knowledge you have? How you are coordinating out that? All these things are tested along with your command of language, command over language. All these things are tested in essay writing. So essay writing is important here, that is carrying 250 marks. Then onwards 4 papers are there, they are called as general study paper. Each paper is of 250 marks. So 4 papers are there. They are inclusive of all these general study paper, that is history, geography, technology, science technology, economics, all that, along with one important part that is called as ethics. So they are there. So 250 marks essay, 250 mark each paper. So 4 papers are there of 250 marks, and then 500 marks, that means 2 papers of 250 marks each, that is optional paper. So optional paper is important here. In old syllabus 2 optional subjects were there, whereas in modern syllabus they did reduce 1 paper. So you have to prepare for only 1 optional subject. Keep in mind, at that level you must have knowledge of honors level, that is graduation plus 1 level knowledge should be there of that subject, what you are taking out that subject. What is my recommendation? In list, check out the graduation level that your subject is listed there, and take that subject only, because you require higher skill. Many students are having concept that geography is very easy, I should go for geography. History is very easy for me, I can go for history. Suppose you are not graduate from geography or not graduate from history, then whatever history or geography you are studying for preliminary examination, that is of considerably simple level. Graduation level is difficult, and so my request is that you should not change out the subject unless it is not there in list. So you can take your graduation level subject, or which is very easy for you, that subject, but that is now for 500 marks. So 2 papers of 250 marks each. So just check out total number of mark. Essay writing 250, then 4 GS paper, that is 1000 mark, so 1000 and 250, and then 500 marks, so 1750 marks are there for examination. From that they are selecting out approximately 3000 candidates. So this ratio is called as 1:3 ratio. Suppose 1 vacancy is there, then 3 candidates for 1 post. So this ratio they are going to maintain, and on basis of that they are going to select out candidate from mains examination. Now I am again and again speaking interview, but this is not a really interview. This is called as personality test. Your knowledge is already tested. So what they are going to check, that is your personality. This is called as panel interview. Panel of 5 to 8 people are there to judge you. and this way you have to face for personality test. 225 marks are there for personality test. Many students are saying that okay, I was having success till mains, but interview I failed. No, nobody is going to say that I am failed in interview. Reason is that this interview carries, or personality test carries, 225 marks. So whatever marks you are scoring from mains examination plus from interview, they are combining together, and these marks are considered as selecting criteria. So maybe possible you are good in mains but less marks. Say this is not a question that pass and fail in interview. You can score less mark in interview, but that marks are added in previous part of main score, and then your selection is there. Depending upon score and your justification by panel, you are allotted a post. So this is the selection procedure and nature of exam. Alright, so we are having end of our first session here. You can take a while break and then observe part 2 of this lecture. How to study? This is really important, because after getting all this knowledge about the procedure, we have to get success in this, and for that purpose we are going to discuss now how to study. The first point, visit out website, that is www.upsc.gov.in, and from that download question papers. Previous year's question papers are there. Even answer keys are also there. They are time to time uploading the question paper as well as answer keys. So first get idea the way they are going to ask questions. For example, multiple choice question are there. They are having only one response. Sometimes they are having more than one response also. So like that, multiple choice questions are there. Then assertion reason type question, match the column type question, and straightaway answer question. So all these types of questions are there. Try to get first familiar with question, and then say when we are observing this question, it is not necessary that you must aware what is the answer. No, just we are observing this to get idea what questions are, what type of questions are asked, and what level they are going to ask question. Then start your preparation. The first point is obviously you can prepare by reading books. So this is something different type of study than plain academic study. In academics, we are more and more relying on notes. Here, notes are not that important. Extra reading is playing important role. And so, first go with certain books. Say for example, Tata McGraw-Hill. Now only McGraw-Hill publication is there. Then Pearson publication, Spectrum publication, like that various publications are there. They are providing you a compact book. My recommendation is there. Choose whatever you want and refer first this compact manual. Go through that. You will get overview of the subject. Then start detailed reading, that is reference book reading. In case of reference book reading, just we are going with certain ideas. That is 3 reading method. 3 times we have to read that book. As we are discussing out in various our live sessions also, that strategy, you can check out that strategy on our website. Our website is www.upsc-Guru.com, or go to YouTube and simply search out UPSC-Guru. You will get that session, that how to read. Now here, reading book, we are having 3 reading concept, 3 time reading concept. That first, you should only read without keeping anything in mind. Just go on reading. Particularly descriptive type reading is there. Subject like history is there, sociology part is there, then you can follow this technique. Then make target oriented reading also, that approximately 1 minute for one page. So if 1000 pages are there, you can read in 1000 minutes, like that. Don't try to keep any name in your mind. Then second reading you should carry out just after 4 to 5 days of your first reading. At that time you will able to get certain names in your mind automatically. Then reading speed is also increased in that day. Then after finishing out your second reading, wait for at least 1 month, 20 days, 25 days, 1 month you can wait, and go for third reading. Here you will realize that the subject is familiar for you. Names, concepts, they are familiar for you, and better you will get very high speed of reading, as well as you are getting very good grasping at this level. So like that we can read the book. That is the important strategy. But this is not true for the subject which you require understanding. Say for example, various concepts in science, geography. These concepts are not, we can simply learn by this technique. So at that time our video lectures are there. These video lectures are really essential for this type of study, particularly concepts, three-dimensional concepts or understanding concepts are there. They are there from this part. Now second thing, we have to read newspapers. Question is that how to read newspaper. How to read newspaper starts with which newspaper you should read. Say certain newspapers are there at national level, certain newspaper they are only regional level newspapers. What is more important, that inside that newspaper there are editorial pages. Reading of editorial is really important. In various newspapers they are having different strategies. Say by going through that newspaper you will get strategy. Some newspapers are supporting to particular political party. Some newspapers are not supporting that particular policy party, but supporting particular policy. But apart from that, you can get various data from editorial pages. Make a notebook with you. Write down important news of the day in your notebook by giving date, and try to write down your opinion on that particular news. Day by day, our prime ministers, they are visiting out various countries and various agreements are signed out. You have to make record that what agreements are made with countries, what is the impact of that, probable impact of that agreement, why it is beneficial for us, what are the drawbacks of that agreement. Like that you have to carry out analysis. Editorials are really helpful for this. But apart from that, your own analytical mind development is also important. This is about newspapers. Now, various schemes are there, plans are there. Say for example, government is time to time declaring out certain plans. So you have to make a table, that name of that scheme, then who started out, when it is started out, who are eligible, what are the impacts of that scheme. So like that we have to keep in mind records of scheme and plans time to time declared by government. You will check out that almost each paper of competitive examination, no doubt it is not necessary always civil services UPSC examination, but apart from that also they are asking questions on basis of these schemes and plans. So you have to make that. And now next topic, note making. Say in beginning only I have said that okay, no notes are useful. Say if ready-made notes are there, then they are not useful. But if notes are made by you, then these notes are useful. Why? Because you are having more clear concept in mind when you are going to prepare notes yourself. So what is my idea? That you can observe our video lectures. They are available on UPSC-Guru.com. You can check out our website also. You can check out our channel. Just go to YouTube and search out UPSC-Guru. You will get channel where video lectures are there. So you can check out certain video lectures. No doubt, all video lectures are not given at free of cost, but certain video lectures or part of video lectures are given at free of cost. Try to first understand that concept and try to prepare notes from video lecture first. Say, my role in your study is just 5%. 95% you have to prepare yourself own. So first make skeleton from my lecture, or our lecture rather. Make it skeleton. Say for example, I am discussing about history. Then I am discussing about Alauddin Khilji. So who is Alauddin Khilji? Then whatever discussion is there, that make note. Then onwards, go through manuals where you will get more information about him. Add out there in notes the name of battle, opposition, then who is the conqueror, what is the name of treaty if at all it is signed, what is the impact of that battle. So like that, try to make your note. Then go through certain reference book. For example, 6 Glorious Epoch in Indian History given by V.D. Savarkar. Read out and get more information about Alauddin Khilji from this book. Another book is there, that is Advanced History of India given by R.C. Muzumdar and other writers. So go through that book and get additional information about this Alauddin Khilji. So this way you are going to prepare a note on Alauddin Khilji. So like that you have to prepare your own notes. Space science, you can check out whatever we are discussing in that lecture. Then visit out certain sites. Our ISRO is having very good site. Even WhatsApp, on G Plus also their site is there, their page is there. You can visit out. Then NASA, that is giving fantastic explanation and various images, videos. Direct you can talk with astronaut when you are connected with G Plus page of NASA. So by using that, try to prepare your own note about space science. So like that, note making is important. This is all for preparation. But after that, what is the most important thing? That practice makes man perfect. You must have exam practice. This is really important part. So you must have exam practice. Many students are having good grasping power. They are having very good knowledge, but the moment they are facing out exam, they are not getting that success when examinations are there. And so our part is more focused on exam practice. So here I should say you have to carry out practice of exam. Various books are available. They are having various questions. Try to write down that question. Mock tests are available nowadays in internet. Various sites, they are providing you mock test also. Go through that. Or otherwise, best thing I should say, visit our website. Again, I am again and again taking name, but yes, it is important that that name also should be there in your mind, that UPSC-Guru.com. Visit out study material tab over there. There you will get certain question papers to download in PDF format. You can download that question paper. After downloading that question paper, try to solve in prescribed period. Generally you can consider number of question multiply by minutes plus 10 minutes you can add additional. So suppose 30 questions are there, you should solve this within 40 minutes. But later on make practice that number of question and number of minutes should be same. Initially you can take 10-minute tolerance, but later on make practice that 1 minute for one question. Because in final exam you have the same thing, that 120 minutes are there and 100 questions are there. So if you are having habit of solving one question in 1 minute, then obviously you have 20 minutes spare that you can adjust out here and there, because certain questions are complicated. They will require more time. So at that time you can allot more time for that question. So exam practice is there, but after solving paper, whether you are right or wrong, and if you are wrong, then why you are wrong, if you are right, then why you are right, that things should be there. That is called as exam analysis. And for exam analysis, I should recommend again our video channel, where number wise we are giving you examination and their analysis. So you can observe video lecture of that particular paper. You will have heading, say suppose history paper 1. We are focusing on exam strategy now. Say earlier strategy was different because exam pattern was different. Now for this exam pattern, I should recommend you that first prepare for prelim exam only, paper 1. Thorough preparation is required because paper 1 is now made important. So prepare for paper 1 and initially focus on only prelim examination. Many students are having problem that before appearing for prelim examination, they are thinking of personality test. Yes, personality test is also required, but focus of what you are focusing out, that should be initially there only for prelim examination. Don't think of what optional subject you are going to select, then how to prepare for mains examination. No, initially only focus on prelim examination. Suppose I want to give you an example here. Suppose I want to launch a satellite. Then I must have first satellite, that artificial satellite, but I must have a launcher also. If I am having very good satellite but I am not having launcher, then I am not able to launch that satellite in the space. So same thing is here, that our mains examination is satellite, whereas prelim examination is launcher. An important thing, there is no ISRO for you, that somebody will make satellite and somebody will launch. No, you have to go for mains yourself only. And for that purpose, we have to focus on prelim examination first. We have to focus on paper 1. We have to solve more and more question papers, mock test also, as well as previous year's question papers also. We have simple strategy that we are organizing 3 prelims before you are going to face exact prelim, actual prelim. So these 3 prelims will make you idea that how paper is, what level of paper you are going to solve, and what mistakes you are going to commit. Because in analysis you will realize that mistakes also, and then we are focusing on this type of prelim first. After getting prelim, you will get idea whether you are in range of 50% plus or not, and then try to prepare for mains examination. Again, for mains examination you can start out preparation to some level earlier, like essay writing practice you can carry out in earlier dates. Even what you are preparing for your UPSC prelim examination, that is part of mains examination only, that is general study. Absolutely speaking, no classes are required for mains examination. Only writing practice is essential for mains. So your exam strategy should be like that. Focus on prelim, you can clear out mains easily. But for optional subject of mains, additional study is required, because that subject is graduation plus level. And for that purpose, try to get good study for your optional. Again, for optional also, really speaking, no classes are required because you are already graduate in that particular subject. And so try to focus on optional by just, that is, recollection of your knowledge. If that graduate level subject you are taking, if you are taking some strange subject, then obviously classes are required for that. You can join relevant class for that purpose, because it is question of 500 marks. In earlier syllabus, it was question of 1200 marks because 2 optionals were there. Now only 1 optional, and still it is of 500 marks out of 750 marks. And therefore, considerably less weightage is given to optional. And so try to get precise writing practice. try to get information and try to explain in around 200 to 250 words, whatever the concepts are there. So that is the exam strategy particularly here. Then key factors of success. Key factors of success. Number one, I should go by your luck. You may say, why you are talking of luck? But really these examinations are having problem of luck also. Suppose I am studying out Maratha history at detail, at depth, and no question is asked on that. Then my efforts are in vain. I am saying, okay, I will not study Maratha history and appear for exam, and suppose 4 or 5 questions are focused on Maratha history only. Then also I proved unlucky. So like that, different topics are there. You can check out, various books are giving analysis that this topic 2011 it is asked only one question, 2012 7 questions are asked on same topic, 2013 again no question is asked. So like that are there. And so luck factor is important, that the topic you are going to study, whether questions are asked on basis of that topic or not. This is another thing, that when Napoleon Bonaparte, you are aware, French emperor, he was appointing a soldier, he was asking that all things are true, he is brave and what not, but whether he is lucky. So maybe possible here your luck is tested on basis of questions appearing in prelim examination. Second thing, and this is also important, what is your morale? Maybe possible in initial level, say suppose I am setting out paper, I will set in this way, that first 5 to 10 questions I am going to ask at very high difficulty level. Immediately many students are having concept like that, okay, question is very hard, I am not able to solve that. No, after that maybe possible very easy questions are also there, but initially 5 to 10 questions I may set very hard. You will get idea that okay, question is very hard. Maybe possible I will set out 2-3 easy questions at beginning and then 4 to 5 tricky questions along with that. So under impression the questions are easy, you are going to trap in that tricky questions. So we have to take awareness of all that, that by reading 2 or 3 paper questions, you should not say paper is difficult or paper is easy. Like in cricket, every ball is important. One should not consider, the batsman should not consider that I want to score 100 runs. No, whatever the ball is coming to you, you have to face every ball with its own content. So like that, you have to face these 100 questions by giving own advantage to that, by considering their own advantage. If you are not able to solve one question, all right, there are many students, they are not able to get, even if you observe cutoff, usually for paper 1, cutoff level is around 50%. That means you are not getting 100% marks in paper 1. And that's why, what is my recommendation? If 1 or 2 questions you are not able to solve, leave it. You are leaving it, but your brain will not leave. Our brain is really a miraculous one, that is working, functioning, and ultimately maybe possible at the end of exam you will get answer of that whatever you left earlier way, that also. So be aware of these all concepts and what efforts you are carried out. Say for example, if you are practicing out exam to greater level, then at time of prelim exam, practically when you are appearing for prelim exam, there will not be more pressure on you. But only first time you are going to appear for prelim, then obviously you will under pressure. Keep in mind, your mind should be very free. You should not have extra pressure on your mind, because under pressure many people are not able to perform. But there are certain people, they can perform only when there is pressure. So try to analyze your personality and try to create level of pressure in your mind, so that you will get important success in prelim examination. Again, in prelim examination I will recommend you that check out whether you are going to get 50% marks or not. If you are getting 50% marks approximately according to you, then don't try to solve unwanted questions. Maybe possible you are having doubt that A is right answer, maybe possible you will say B is right answer. You are having dilemma, that is confusion of thought. Don't give answer because negative marking is there. Same way in case of paper 2 in prelim. Only 66% marks are required. 66 marks are required. What will you do? You should not solve extra questions. If doubt is there, if you are quite confident, say for example simple arithmetics like questions, you are confident you can solve easily, then solve. But if you are not confident, don't try to give answer. Just don't try to guess out. That is important here. Now important thing, why UPSC? Many students are having confusion. They are saying that okay, we want to go for state level service commission also. Yes, state level service commission is there, but when we are serving for UPSC, it's pride for us. You are having some higher level of that. Again, if you are preparing for UPSC civil services examination, then all other examinations are quite easy for you. Even you can appear for defense services also. If you are fitting out in eligibility criteria, then you are having these papers considerably easy. Even banking like examinations are there, staff service, staff selection, sales tax inspector and whatnot. All these competitive examinations you will get comparatively easy if you are preparing for UPSC civil services examination, and therefore you must prepare for UPSC civil services examination. Then all other examinations you can appear and you can solve paper considerably easily if you are preparing thoroughly for UPSC civil services examination. And last question, that is very, very important, how we are going to help you. Because unless there is no meaning from my side, I am giving you idea, I am giving you a concept of examination, but if I am not helping you, then it is not of use. So how we are going to use, how we are going to help you? Number one, free coaching from our company, that is MPSC-Guru. So first thing, that we are having YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, we are having video lectures posted. We are having playlist. Go through our channel. Try to get the concepts which we are giving you at free of cost first. This is now advanced era. You can use YouTube as a study tool. And there, I should say that first go through our free channel, try to study from that channel, and what is the most important thing, subscribe for this channel. Subscription is also free. So subscribe this channel, then you will get whatever the uploads also with you. Second part, that is paid part, but considerably less payment, that we are calling as recorded lecture set. Obviously, for that purpose you have to visit our website www.upsc-guru.com. If you are having any difficulty in getting recorded set, then telephone numbers are there given on right hand corner. Call out that number and get solve your difficulty. This recorded set are we are providing with high definition videos, but considerably low cost. If you are joining out any classes, coaching classes, then fees are usually very high. We are giving you that entire thing in considerably low price. Third thing we are providing, that is virtual classroom setup. For that purpose also again visit the same site, you will get this information of our virtual classroom. And last option, that is we have physical classroom center also, that is actual classroom center, that is at Mulund in Mumbai. So again that information is also there in our website. So all these four ways we are going to help you. So number 1, free education through our channel. Number 2, recorded set. Number 3, virtual classroom. And number 4, actual classroom. Again, in free stuff, we are having study material. So visit out our website and study material tab. There you will get downloads time to time. We are uploading out these downloads. Download that, try to solve papers and try to get analysis on our YouTube channel. So this way we are going to help you for this examination. We are there with you. And again, if you are having any problem, any doubt regarding study, then don't hesitate to contact us on these telephone numbers. Telephone numbers are here for your consideration. Website is also there here. You can check out this website. I'm getting hope that you must have getting considerable information here, and with that information you are going to prepare for UPSC Civil Services examination. Thanks a lot.